Welcome to Farming Aid and a journey where tradition meets strength and history breathes life into modern farming. In this video, we're diving into the incredible story of one of France's most iconic cattle breeds, the Normando. Born in the lush, green pastures of Normandy and shaped by centuries of passion, resilience, and purpose, the Normando isn't just another breed. It's a living symbol of French agricultural heritage and global livestock excellence. With its striking looks, powerful build, and unmatched dual-purpose abilities, the Normando has conquered borders and climates, thriving from the hills of Europe to the mountains of Latin America. But how did this majestic breed rise from regional roots to international fame? What makes it so enduring, so adaptable, and so vital in today's changing world? Get ready to explore the power, the legacy, and the untold story behind the Normando, where history meets power and France's farming legacy lives on. The story of Normando cattle begins centuries ago in the heart of Normandy, a region famed not only for its historical battles and castles, but also for its lush green pastures and deep-rooted dairy traditions. In the early days, long before modern breeding techniques took over, local Norman farmers began crossbreeding native cattle with imported breeds, particularly Scandinavian stock brought in by Viking settlers, and later, British cattle. These early genetic experiments gave rise to a robust, versatile animal that could provide both rich milk and dependable meat, a dual-purpose creature built to serve farm families year-round. As the breed slowly refined over the centuries, the Normandie, as it is known in France, became a symbol of agricultural resilience, adapting beautifully to the temperate climate and rugged terrain of northwestern France. Its evolution was organic and patient, with farmers selecting only the most productive and hardiest animals for breeding, eventually shaping the Normando into the iconic breed we recognize today. As France's dairy industry flourished, so too did the Normando's reputation. It wasn't just its looks that set it apart, though the Normando's distinct coat of white with red or brown patches and its beautiful white face with freckled patterns made it a visual standout. It was its incredible milk production, high butterfat content, and muscular build that truly impressed breeders and dairy producers alike. The Normando milk was known to yield superior cheese, rich, creamy, and perfect for crafting famous French varieties like Camembert and Pont-l'Evêque. Unlike more specialized dairy breeds, the Normando held its own in both the milking parlor and the beef market. This dual-purpose strength gave rural farmers a dependable source of income and food security, especially during hard economic times or when crops failed. Its ability to thrive on modest pasture and forage made it particularly valuable in regions where intensive feeding systems were not viable. As Europe marched into the industrial age, livestock breeding became more standardized and organized. By the mid-19th century, formal breed registries were established in France, and the Normando was officially recognized as a distinct breed. It quickly became a staple of French agricultural shows and rural fairs, admired for its symmetry, size, and output. While other breeds were becoming more specialized, either for milk or meat, the Normando held firm to its dual legacy. It was a breed of balance, of harmony between dairy and beef, tradition and progress. French agricultural authorities and rural cooperatives invested heavily in promoting the Normando as the breed of choice for small to mid-sized farms, especially in areas with limited mechanization. By the 20th century, the Normando was not only a local icon but a national treasure, featured in posters, textbooks, and even patriotic media during wartime. But the Normando story does not stop at France's borders. Like a cultural ambassador with hooves, this remarkable breed found its way to foreign pastures, leaving a powerful imprint wherever it went. From the late 1800s through the 20th century, Normando cattle were exported to Latin America, particularly Colombia, Ecuador, and Brazil, where they were enthusiastically received by ranchers looking for strong, adaptable, dual-purpose breeds. In Colombia, for instance, Normando cattle became integral to mountainous dairy systems, where their hardiness and efficiency in less-than-ideal grazing conditions proved invaluable. Over the decades, they became embedded into the region's agricultural DNA, with entire dairy industries shaped around their genetics. Even in tropical regions where heat stress and parasites posed serious challenges, the Normando adapted, often through strategic crossbreeding with zebu breeds to enhance heat resistance without losing milk quality. What makes the Normando so globally adaptable is its unique physiology. Unlike specialized breeds that suffer when conditions deviate from their ideal environments, the Normando is a survivor. It thrives in varied altitudes, endures temperature fluctuations, and converts forage efficiently into both milk and meat. Its skeletal structure is robust, with a broad back, strong legs, and wide chest, features that translate into durability and ease of calving. The Normando cow is also known for its longevity, reproductive efficiency, and strong maternal instincts, all of which make it a low-risk investment for farmers in developing regions. In countries where farm mechanization is minimal and veterinary access limited, this breed's resilience can mean the difference between profit and failure. Its calm temperament, another hallmark of the breed, makes handling easier and reduces farm labor stress, particularly on small family-run operations. One cannot speak of the Normando without mentioning its role in modern cheesemaking and dairy science. In an age when milk is often treated as a mass commodity, the Normando brings something richer, literally. Its milk is exceptionally high in butterfat and protein, making it ideal for value-added dairy products like artisanal cheeses, butter, and cream. While Holsteins may dominate in sheer volume, Normando milk reigns in flavor and quality. This has sparked renewed interest among farmstead creameries and gourmet producers who are shifting away from high-volume, low-margin systems to niche, high-value products. Across France and parts of Latin America, small farms are using Normando herds to revive traditional cheesemaking practices, appealing to a growing market of foodies and consumers who crave authenticity and traceable food origins. In this way, the Normando is helping not only to sustain rural economies, but also to reconnect people with the roots of agriculture and cuisine. Meanwhile, in the beef world, the Normando is no underdog. Though not bred for extreme muscling like some specialized meat breeds, it offers consistent, flavorful, well-marbled beef that meets consumer preferences for both quality and animal welfare. Normando steers raised on pasture-produced lean yet tender meat, suitable for a variety of cuts and cooking styles. Moreover, crossbreeding programs have increasingly incorporated Normando genetics to enhance carcass quality, maternal traits, and adaptability in hybrid herds. This has become particularly evident in South America, where Normando genetics are influencing beef production on both small and industrial scales. By combining Normando with zebu or native breeds, producers are crafting cattle that can withstand tropical stressors while still delivering premium beef and milk. This genetic legacy has been so effective that in some regions, the breed is now recognized under regional names, but with unmistakable Normando origins. As climate change continues to disrupt global agriculture, the Normando's traits are more relevant than ever. Resilient, efficient, and low input, this breed aligns perfectly with the principles of regenerative farming and sustainable livestock production. In countries exploring alternatives to grain-heavy, resource-intensive farming systems, the Normando offers a blueprint for climate-smart cattle. Its ability to thrive on pasture, its low-carbon footprint compared to higher-yielding yet fragile breeds, and its multifunctionality make it a prime candidate for the future of ethical and ecological farming. Researchers are increasingly turning to heritage and dual-purpose breeds like the Normando as they seek to breed climate-resilient livestock that can maintain productivity in a world of rising temperatures and unpredictable weather. The story that began in Normandy centuries ago may well offer the key to feeding the future with responsibility and resilience. Culturally, the Normando remains deeply cherished in its homeland. In Normandy, agricultural fairs, festivals, and local museums pay homage to this breed's role in shaping rural life. Photographs of champion bulls, vintage postcards featuring Normandie cows in apple orchards, and generations of farmers proudly breeding them, all bear witness to a shared history between man and animal. For many, the Normando is more than a production tool. It is a symbol of identity, of generational pride, and of France's commitment to protecting biodiversity. The French government and breed associations have gone to great lengths to preserve and promote the breed, offering incentives, certification programs, and even marketing campaigns aimed at increasing consumer awareness. In a world racing toward genetic uniformity, the Normando stands as a testament to the power of preserving heritage without compromising progress. Today, Normando cattle continue to command attention in global livestock conversations, with international genetic programs exporting semen, embryos, and live animals to new markets. The breed is expanding its influence once more. Countries in Asia, Africa, and Eastern Europe are now exploring Normando as a sustainable solution to local agricultural challenges. Meanwhile, its genetic legacy is being studied by universities and animal scientists as a model for breeding balance between quality and quantity, tradition and innovation, hardiness and productivity. Its story is being retold not just in textbooks, but in YouTube documentaries, social media pages of cattle farmers, and gourmet food blogs, bringing it into the consciousness of a new generation. And so, the French legacy of Normando cattle is not a tale of the past, but a living, breathing narrative still unfolding. It is the saga of a breed that was forged in tradition but designed for tomorrow. In every pasture it grazes, every calf it raises, and every liter of milk or kilogram of beef it produces, the Normando carries with it a history steeped in power. Not just physical power, but the power of survival, of versatility, of global impact. This is the cattle breed that defied specialization, embraced diversity, and carved a place for itself across continents and climates. This is Normando, where history meets power, and the future finds its roots in French soil. As we reach the end of our journey through the legacy of Normando cattle, one truth stands clear. This breed is far more than muscle and milk. It is a testament to the enduring power of tradition, adaptability, and thoughtful breeding. From the misty fields of Normandy to the highlands of Colombia and beyond, the Normando has proven that strength lies not just in size or output, but in versatility, resilience, and deep-rooted heritage. In every stride across pasture land, in every drop of rich, high-quality milk, and in every tender cut of beef, the Normando carries the DNA of French history and the promise of sustainable farming for tomorrow. As the world searches for solutions to feed the future, it may well be this ancient yet ever-evolving breed that lights the way forward. This is the Normando, history in its bones, power in its frame, and legacy in every breath. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more incredible stories from the world of livestock and farming.